So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos.
And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivered it. And one more try! Goal, the Netherlands! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So, a breakthrough already. Over to the left. He's looking wide. He has found the way through. Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick at.
Up he goes! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh no, this does not look good. He's picked his way through. Weghorst! Alex Simons wriggles his way through. Xavi Simons driving. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Bruno Guimaraes. Simons. Steaming on goalward. And the finish! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Weghorst! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then.
Oh,
Can he finish? And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Van Dijk demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Brazil faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. To get them off and running. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's found the way through. João Felix, he's picked his way, terrific header. He will be livid with himself. Not the most accurate pass. Ruben Neves, and he's been shifted off it. And here's Lucas Moura. That's going to go a long way. But they've got it again. Belletti. Bebeto. João Felix.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Deep cross. And the keeper beats it away. Matheus Nunes just loves to go forward whenever he can. João Felix. Great defending, strong and determined. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ruben Neves. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Great vision. Now it's Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! Quality ball. João Felix. And it's Mendes. That'll be a throw-in. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Moura. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, well played. Danilo. Vinicius Junior. Bruno Fernandes. And Mendes. Bruno Guimaraes. Eder Militao. Danilo. In with the challenge. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. And it's Mendes. Oh, good-looking ball. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Marquinhos. Bebeto. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pedro Neto. Nacho Nunes. Ruben Neves. And it's Mendes. That's a sharp pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Belletti. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Tries to play it through. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Matches goes for a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to...
Decent chance! Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Pedro Neto! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pedro Neto clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Big chance! Oh, brilliant from Bruno Fernandes! A finish right from the top draw! And they're at it again in double quick time. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on.
Shot a goal! Matheus Cunha. Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Ruben Dias. Araujo. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Senhores, pedimos que permaneçam sentados durante a partida. Agradecemos sua cooperação.
And we're off again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Bebeto. And it's Belletti. Lucas Moura. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He has a look up. And Bebeto! Oh, it's fallen loose again. And he hits the net. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Para o Brasil, aos 5 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 10.
Brazil give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Looking for options for movement. Ruben Neves hurtling down that right flank. Now that shapes to shoot! Bebeto. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping! He's got plenty of space out wide here. Matheus Nunes is flagged offside.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Now it's Lucas Moura. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse.
And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rafael Leao. There's a sharp little ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Vinicius Junior does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bebeto. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Thinks about the shot. Vinicius Junior takes a shot! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Bebeto with the short one. And it's on the finish! Dispatched clinically. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Nunez. Marquinhos. Lucas Moura. Brazil have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Looking to play him in. Real chance! It's in! Brazil are back in business. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Portugal finding their passes. Well, that pass isn't the best. Who saw this coming? Brazil have dragged it back at the last. And here's Rafael Leao.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Aims beyond the defence. Back in possession and ready to go again. Rafael Leao, that's an imaginative pass. Well read, nice interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Ruben Neves. Pedro Neto. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Mendes. 5 minutes left on the clock.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Rafael Leao. Nice physical challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substituição em andamento.
Portugal have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played in deep. Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Great ball if he can get there. And that should get the job done. Vitinha. Now it's Ramos. Look at the space here. That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Do estádio. Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 10, camisa 11, camisa 39. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 21, camisa 15, camisa 8.
Into extra time we go. Tries to pass it through. Cross flung in towards the middle. And the ball is out of play. Danilo. And it's Paquetá. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Searching pass he's played there. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He is through here, and the shot! Bebeto, looking for the run. And it's Mendes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Matheus Cunha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lucas Paquetá. Vitinha, Gonzalo Ramos, now it's Ramos, threads one in, and he's worked it through. Danilo, Lucas Paquetá, Pedro Neto, Araujo, oh, well played, well sorted out. Bebeto, driving forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive. And it looked...
That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. Gonzalo Ramos providing... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vitinha, Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And Gabriel... Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Ruben Neves did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Danilo.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Evan Nielsen. Vitinha. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mendes has it out wide and in space. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. Evan Nielsen shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he has done his bit.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Ruben Neves next in line, and here he is. Big character, big moment, big save. Brazil are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. It's in, too smart for the keeper. And that doubles their lead. Portugal can't afford to miss another one. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Brazil with this chance to pull two clear. Oh, quite remarkable miss.
It's brain freeze, I think. That was wild.
Trincao will take the third penalty. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Rodrigo comes up, their fourth taker.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Vitinha is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too. 3-3. Joelinton is the last of 5 scheduled takers. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And there it is, the decisive kick. Brazil falls short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action.
Oh, this is so tough on the penalty taker as the heroes celebrate. Right now, it's a horrible experience, but they really should try and get those chins up.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Now it's Kane. Madueke puts a cross in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Crossed in again. He rises! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And here's Kane. Scholes shapes to shoot. It's in.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting.
Could be danger here. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Sticks it away. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And now he has two. England are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Vinicius Junior. He's got a Vinicius Junior. It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Gets his head on it! Oh, what a mistake! Madueke played in. Gabriel tidy with his distribution. And this ended up in no man's land.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pass is just off target. Played out towards the right wing. Lampard. Scholes is the team's great visionary. Gordon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for options for movement.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lovely feet. And it's Rice. Gordon gets flagged offside. Bruno Guimaraes gets a good foot in there. Now who has a shot? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Gordon is offering a wry smile there.
England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold is short. Shot could be... And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
England have their second corner now. He's in a great position. Shot a goal! Elects to cross. Has another go! Yes! And they are cruising away. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
England find a position of real strength now. There's the crossfield ball. Gordon, nicely weighted ball. Well, played right into his path. And he's had it nicked away. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's Lucas Moura. Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes. Tomori. Madueke gets into a good position. Rafinha. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now, can they get him away? Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Pass deflected behind for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Looking to play him in. Scholes. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Gordon is real chance! He's got a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Gordon demonstrated great strength.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Agentes de segurança de cada bloco, dirijam-se à sala de controle imediatamente.
Here we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
He's found a way through. Takes aim and up he goes! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it. Rice is there and he can pick it up. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that's a fine challenge. And it's Scholes. Lampard, a player of legendary status. It's Scholes! Oh, he really got hold of that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Joelinton. Now Eder Militao. And this is Bebeto. Tomori.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And he's managed to get free. It's a promising position. The cross. Oh, what a climb! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Gordon. He has found the way through. Gordon. And that has put a halt to things. Yep, it's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. Fired deep towards the back post. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Bruno Guimaraes. Some resolute defending there. Out to the right. Madueke. Oh, he's found support out wide. Joelinton. Oh, that's clever. And it's Joelinton. Distributed tidily. Great work on the overlap. Out of play for a goal kick. Colwill. Gordon. Scholes with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. He is through here. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will...
Chance! Well, it wasn't a great header in the end.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Camisa 3.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Camisa 15.
Vinicius Junior
Camisa 2.
into the last quarter of an hour. He's under a lot of pressure there. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bebeto! Oh, taken with style! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And a chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Madueke. He's a sharp little ball here. Lampard looking to get on the end of this. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, he's taken it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's had a hit! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Lampard. Good, strong midfield running here. Rice. And this is Kane. It's Kane! And that's wide. Danilo. And it's Lucas Moura. And it's Bebeto. Lucas Paqueta. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Back into the... Goes for a shot! In he goes again! They've done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Brazil grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a concert. And that's that. Brazil are beaten and they are out. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated. But if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Vinicius Junior touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Great Bebeto! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Bruno Guimaraes gets over and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. And there's the shot! That's got him rattled. And we have our very first corner. Bebeto plays it short. And it's Carlos Augusto. He's tried one! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Harmlessly behind. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Bebeto. Quarter of an hour played. Carazor. Nicely worked.
Turkey clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Lucas Moura, he's found a way, tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This is their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Applies the finish! And it's made its way to him. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Tries to play it through. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And this is Lucas Moura, foot in. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Looking to play him in. Carlos Augusto.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now, can they get him away? It's a goal kick. Shot a goal! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Turkey grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want.
Takes a shot! Goal! Brazil! And again they hit the front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Brazil get themselves into the lead. Can he get on the end of this? Çalhanoğlu, Kajolu, Çalhanoğlu. Brazil heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And here's Unal. Over to the left. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Flashes in. Oh, smashing header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Kajolu. He's a sharp little ball here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So what can they make of this? Deep into stoppage time. Vinicius Junior could try cutting it. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Carlos Augusto puts a cross in. This possibly the last play of the half. Bebeto goes short. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Brazil are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Brazil have reclaimed it. Bebeto, great vision. And the finish! And that's gone loose. This looks promising. And a chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Brazil go 2 up and into a position of real... Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, look, that first touch and finish is the difference between good players and great players. There aren't too many about who can give you that. I loved it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Brazil blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Unal, succumbs to the pressure. Eder Militao, Lucas Moura. Can he latch on to this? Bebeto, and the shot! And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start, that is what they all want. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's going for goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bebeto, Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Yilmaz. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played back in, now it's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into, shoots! Goal! Brazil! First blood drawn.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Aos 9 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 18.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Yilmaz, and here's Kökçü. Played back, looking tidy in possession here. Bebeto. He's on it, can he get away? Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Carrasco. Looking to play him in. And the shot! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is one...
Just the goalkeeper tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Goulet. It's come to nothing. Bruno Guimaraes, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Çalhanoğlu. Look at this. There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Takes the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... It's... Oh, no! Could be danger here. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Çalhanoğlu really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Can he finish? Goal! Turkey! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Turkey get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Unal does really well to win the ball there. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Unal! And that's caused a worry or two. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kajolu goes for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Turkey take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix.
E França.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé.
And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Mbappe, and he's being shifted off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lucas Moura providing an outlet on that flank. Bebeto gets into some space. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. France have the chance to go the other way. Searching pass he's played there. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Eder Militao. Guendouzi. Here's Tchouaméni. France looking to pass their way through. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Guendouzi. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's a good ball. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Guendouzi. France finding their passes. Now this could be a chance. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. We'll play through for the wide man. Vinicius Junior. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Can he get on the end of this? Spread it left. He's a sharp little ball here. Bebeto. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. And that has been clubbed away. Dembele has created one goal already. Great vision. Nicely worked. Carlos Augusto. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Thuram. Looking to play him in. And he welcomes it in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Maignan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. No, that's been intercepted. Bruno Guimaraes. Carlos Augusto.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Rafinha. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Aims beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Oh, this looks sharp. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Marquinhos. And it's Carlos Augusto. It's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. And here's Lucas Moura. Guendouzi. Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. We are into overtime. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And here's Lucas Moura. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Por favor, peguem os bilhetes que vocês receberam na entrada. Teremos uma substituição.
France get the second half going.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Ah, that's a fine interception.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bebeto carries the ball down the right. Picked out brilliant. Vinicius Junior! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Bebeto. Could be danger here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Threads one in. And this is Dembele. He is through here. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Brazil faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. So having trailed, this to go ahead. Brilliant save from Alisson. He has spurned it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Carlos Augusto. Nicely weighted ball. Bruno Guimaraes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a throw in. Chouameni, passing is crisp and sharp. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Thuram. And here's Olise, showing good feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that was vital. Played out wide. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Thuram. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Chance for a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil have their second corner now. Bebeto goes short.
A entrada do jogador.
Matheus Cunha's a mighty effort! Goal, Brazil! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Lucas Moura tries to pass it through. Upamecano makes the interception. Koundé. He's picked. It's Gabriel Jesus! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Camisa 3. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 2.
Can he get it through? Now there's a foot. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And that is what they came to see. What they demanded to see. His first. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there.
He's had a shot! And that would have won it.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Brazil have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. He's gone for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil making consecutive changes here. Rodrigo to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
And it's Dembele. Rafinha. Bebeto. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bebeto. Matheus Cunha. He's having a shot!
Substituição.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. No way through, so back it comes. Knocks it out wide. He's on it, can he get away? Well timed, excellent interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo! Has fallen kindly here. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And he's decided to go for it. Gave it a go, but off target. Chouameni, Guendouzi. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, he's taken it. And that is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Matheus Cunha. Well, that has not gone well. Lucas Moura. And it's lofted through here. Oh, that's well spotted. Gallagher. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Maddison. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bebeto. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He has found a way through. Tries a shot! And it's slung out wide.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
The most accurate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bebeto. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Maddison. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gets a good foot in there. Bebeto cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Shot, surely! Goal, England! England take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Rafinha. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. It's anyone's ball now. Shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
He's there to retrieve it. Ooh, delicate chip through. That looks a good ball through. And he shoots! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Nicely shaped ball. That's been intercepted. Rice. Now it's Lucas Moura. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? Schreiss!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Brasil.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's been cut out, well played. Vinicius Junior. And Rafinha. Oh, can they get him away? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shot a goal! Lucas Moura quietly revving up. Knocks it into space. And he's certainly onside here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Good ball, good take. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, good looking ball. Out towards the flank. Bebeto goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Wriggles his way through. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, easy pickings there. Plays it across. Rafinha. Oh, that's a key interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Carlos Augusto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Maddison. Great vision. And the finish! Goal, England! And they get themselves in front! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
England go into the lead. Bellingham, who's on a run down the left wing, looking to play him in. That's been slipped through. Bruno Guimaraes threads one in, and he's managed to get free. Brazil can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is good alertness. England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the shot! And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Yeah, to see it unfold as...
Decent chance! Well, what about it? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Lucas Moura. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bebeto. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bebeto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now, this could be a chance. Turns and goes back. And a chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Lucas Moura certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Played out towards the right wing. Looking for the run. Can he get onto this? Stones spots it and intercepts.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, what a mistake. Shapes to shoot. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rice. Great chance! Goal, England! And they're back in front. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
England get themselves into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
Rice has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Bebeto. There's the shot! Yes, it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Lucas Moura.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, well played, well played. It's run loose here. Rice. And it's Bellingham. 4 added minutes on the board. Can he get it through? And it's Bellingham. He's had a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And the referee brings it to a close. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Basten. Timber. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's Van Basten! Save off! That was a matter of inches. Bebeto. And it's Belletti. He's a sharp little ball here. Belletti. Now the delivery. Oh, he's been caught. Not just Cunha! Cleared away.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, that's well spotted. Vinicius Junior, Rafinha, and he welcomes it in. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain chance. Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And it's Cruyff. Gullit. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Rafinha. Marquinhos. And it's Guimaraes. Cruyff. De Jong is always looking to break lines. And reclaimed it in a trice. That has been slung wide. Marquinhos concedes a free kick for that. The Netherlands trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to...
Van Basten! Goal, the Netherlands! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting...
Rafinha! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Gullit. And there's green grass ahead of him. He might be in here! It's Van Basten! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he has shown him a yellow card. And he's been shifted off it. Bruno Guimaraes. And Rafinha. Now it's Matheus Cunha! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Look at the space here. That is a brilliant interception. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Matheus Cunha, oh, what has happened here? De Jong. That's an imaginative pass. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Gullit. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. A vicious ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And Bebeto! Dispatched clinically. With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Bebeto really has looked sharp, hasn't he? I get the feeling he fancies himself against this defence now.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he was alert to it. De Jong. Gravenberg. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Van Basten. Bebeto. And we hit half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the game has already resumed here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Guimaraes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Cruyff. And here's Gullit. And here's Seedorf. And here's Seedorf. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for options for movement. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bruno Guimaraes. Bebeto. Vinicius Junior. Bebeto. And that interception was most necessary. Cruyff. He's going to be disappointed with that. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Van Basten. Tries to play it through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little...
Good chance here! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 10, Gullit. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Number 17,
Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Simons. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Lucas Moura. Now, can they get him away? Gravenberg. And it's Simons.
Robbie really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Xavi Simons going face to face with his great rival. De Jong. Seedorf. Oh, this is a great position. Nicely weighted ball. And that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Seedorf considers his options. So a genuine chance to increase the lead. Decent hit from there. Danilo. And Rafinha. Danilo. Closing in on the line. Oh, they could be caught out here. Weghorst goes for a shot. Oh, it's come off the upright.
The Netherlands clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Weghorst deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brazil have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Rafinha. Now that looks a decent ball. Belletti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, well played.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Xavi Simons. Now Dumfries.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good read, needed to be. De Jong. And it's Simons. Seedorf. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Knocks it into space. And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.